Small tablets have been a colossal sales hit over the past few months. As well as the really rather expensive new iPad mini, there's been a whole raft of sub-£200 Android tablets. They're a lot better than Android tablets have been before at this price point. They've got basically very similar specifications: brisk processors, 7-inch screen, somewhere between 8 and 11 hours of battery life. Well, the question, as ever, is which one's best? Well, these are precisely the sort of devices you like to want to carry around with you all the time. So I've decided to test them out by taking them for a taxi ride around central London. Of course, the main reason these tablets are so cheap is that the makers hope to get an income from the tablet they've sold you. It's not quite a printers and ink cartridges model, but it's pretty close. That's most obvious with this, Amazon's Kindle Fire HD. It really is a shop window for Amazon. In fact, they'll give you a special offer every time you turn it on, unless you pay an extra 10 quid. Providing you're okay with all this, it really is a pretty good device. It's got a very good interface, it's got an excellent screen, it's got notably good speakers for a tablet. They're really quite loud. You've also got the option of a Love Film subscription. You can hook it up to your TV by micro HDMI and obviously use facilities like Amazon's Cloud Player. You also get a pretty comprehensive selection of apps, although note that these are from Amazon's own store, not from the Google Play one. It's not quite as comprehensive. Pretty soon you'll probably notice one or two gaps. Barnes & Noble also hope to sell you books, music and video on this, their Nook HD. It's got some very good features. It's very light, very easy to hold one-handed while you're reading. The plastic bezel looks like it'll take a few knocks. The screen quality is even better than the Kindles, and you can set user accounts for different members of your family. There's a micro SD card slot, so the storage possibilities are virtually endless, including for EPUB books. And it's also got a very good article view feature that you can use across websites and magazines. You are, however, again tied to Barnes & Noble's own store, and although it's good in certain areas, in others it's a bit lacking. It's very short of newspapers. There isn't even a BBC iPlayer app, which is a notable omission, though they do say they're working on it. Canadian company Kobo have taken a different approach. They give you full access to their own store, obviously, but they also give you full access to Google Play as well, so you can install any apps you want. The idea is that you group them into these various tapestries on their own interface. I'm not quite sure about that idea, but it is a very impressive piece of hardware. It's got a fast processor, very good screen quality. I'm not quite sure about the design. I frankly think it looks a bit clunky. Also, the keyboard was a bit sticky, so it's tempting. I'm not entirely convinced. Which brings me to the Nexus 7, Google's own take on the 7-inch tablet market, with which they hope obviously to sell us their ever-increasing range of services. And a pretty good job they've made of it. It's a very handsome piece of design, and most of the time it feels the most sprightly of the tablets here. It's also got the latest version of Android, Jelly Bean, and obviously you can download anything you want from Google Play, apps, movies, books, whatever. I mean, if you don't like the fact that the built-in Chrome browser doesn't have a reader feature, you can easily download Dolphin or Firefox, as I have, and use the readers on those, or you can use a special app like Pocket. It's all available. It also has GPS and NFC. There are a few niggles though. The screen isn't quite as saturated as the other tablets, less satisfying to view, but I can't help thinking it looks a bit vulnerable, the way it extends right to the edge of the case. Overall though, it's a very impressive effort. It's not a walkover though, because I don't think there's actually that much to choose between all four tablets, and any one single feature might swing it for you. For example, if you're an Amazon customer, you might well enjoy the easy access to the store, the special offers, and just a nice quiet evening with it, doing a bit of light browsing while watching movies hooked up to your TV. I'd be tempted myself. At the same time, I'd be irritated that I didn't have access to all the available apps on Android, or indeed the most technically advanced tablet in its sector with everything that the latest version of Android has to offer. So for those reasons, the Nexus 7 has to be the winner.